Have you ever wondered what it would be like to cut out the middleman, other financial institutions? Well, today we're going to talk about what it actually means to become your own bank. Welcome back to the Epic Financial Strategies channel. My name is Alexa Criollo, and today we're going to dive into what this actually means and ask yourself the question, what if you could create your own personal banking system and keep more interest in your world? And that's the name of the game. Every single time you spend $1, you want to realize you're either paying another financial institution interest to borrow that money, or you're missing out on interest that you could have earned with those same dollars. So how do we keep more of this interest in our world? Well, becoming your own bank refers to using a whole life insurance policy to build cash value that you can borrow against, essentially creating a personal lending source. This strategy allows individuals to manage their own financial needs independently, reducing reliance on traditional banking institutions and loan products. See, the one principle you want to remember is that your need for financing throughout your lifetime is much greater than your need for death benefit. And I say that because we are talking about life insurance and using it to create your personal banking system. When you're doing this the right way and properly set up a life insurance policy for this concept, what you're doing is creating that pool of money that you can tap into to do all of the things that you already plan to do throughout your life. Maybe financing your car, putting a down payment for a rental property, investing in a business, college savings, and the list goes on. And now let's think about this. What if you were going to open up a traditional bank? What would you need to do in order to get that done? Well, extensive research and planning, capital requirements and funding, regulatory compliance, board and management team, an infrastructure and system, staffing and training, marketing and branding, launch and operations. There are so many things that have to be done for you to open up a traditional brick and mortar bank. Now, you may be saying to yourself, that's a lot of work, and it is, right? But the reason that financial institutions exist is because there's a lot of money in banking, no matter what's happening in the economy. See, when you deposit money into your bank, checking your savings, they then take a portion of that money and invest it and make it work for them, not you. So the idea is, how can you take that concept and apply it to your personal world? And we're talking about doing it through a properly set up whole life insurance policy. And let's break this down. Say you borrow from yourself. Say you have $50,000 and you want to borrow $25,000 of that to go invest or pay off debt. Well, this is where you truly become the banker, because you get to control if, how, and when you put the money back into your own policy. So it is owned by you, and so are the terms, meaning there are no repayments that have to be made on a certain schedule, which is a lot different than if you were to take a loan from a bank or another financial institution. And for those of you who are asking, well, why don't I just pay for that thing or that investment cash? Well, because when you leverage from your policy, the dollars you've leveraged are still growing uninterrupted inside your policy, meaning you're still getting growth on those dollars in your world forever. If you spend cash, well, that money is now out of your world. And now we've talked about the personal control, the financial flexibility that something like this can provide, but what about the tax benefits? See, the money that you're contributing into your policy, yes, it goes in after tax, but all of the growth is tax deferred and you can access it tax free. Now, again, when you're setting these policies up the right way, what you're really creating is a financial Swiss Army knife. See, overfunded whole life insurance allows you to be your own bank and do all of these things, meaning invest, finance debt, retire, plan for college in a much more efficient way. Since all of these 4 different concepts can be a video on their own, I'm going to dive into retirement, for example. A lot of people traditionally save into a qualified retirement account known as a 401k or a traditional IRA, where you're putting in pre-tax dollars and they're growing tax deferred. Now, if you didn't know, at the time that you're going to use those dollars after 59 and a half, every single dollar is taxed at ordinary income. Not only can this be challenging from a tax perspective, right? Because if you have $1 million in your 401k, for example, after tax, it's probably closer to about $750,000. But if those dollars dollars are invested in market assets, which they usually are, they can fluctuate and we don't have control of the market. So the day you retire and you're going to use those funds, you don't want to be the person having to cross their fingers hoping that the market is doing well. Let's be honest, market downturns are going to happen. And if you have a long retirement, which I hope you do, you'll see it multiple times. Why not have a financial seatbelt, something that's guaranteed, and another bucket of money that you can also tap into in order to maximize your retirement income? That is what a properly structured whole life insurance policy can do. And that is just one of many reasons why becoming your own bank or infinite banking is so powerful. See, repeating the process of reinvesting in the strategy keeps you from ever having a cap. You can continue your banking strategy infinitely. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video and thank you so much for staying with us. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment different videos you want to continue to see. And if you want to learn more about infinite banking, how it can be applied to you personally, feel free to click the link in the description to access our full virtual training called Securing Your Wealth and Unlocking Freedom Through Life Insurance. And stay tuned for the next video.